Hi guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new project to share with you, a new journal. This is my design team project for Susan Taylor Brown at Poppiness, and I will link all of her information in the description box below. I used 4 of her kits to create this, and they're all vintage maps. There are 2 sets of gorgeous, just vintage map, 8.5 by 11 papers, like background papers. And then there are 2 kits that are those same maps, but faded out and then lined. So you'll see as we go through. But I will link to all 4 of those in the description box as well. For the cover, I used a 1948 encyclopedia, World Book Encyclopedia, because, I thought it was kind of perfect for a map theme. It's like a map and travel themed, journal. I wanted to keep it sort of masculine, just and sort of plain, so that the owner, whoever might purchase it could add to it if they wanted to. There's a lot of writing space. It is 10 inches tall by 7 inches wide, approximately. I created a 2-inch spine just out of bookboard. And when I sewed in the signatures, I added, it's really sunny today, so I'm just trying to, there we go. I added some charms that just made me think of travel or transportation. And they kind of run the gamut. So you've got a horse and buggy here. There's an American flag. You've got an airplane, and then the Eiffel Tower on there. I just thought that was kind of, just something fun to add to that. And so then the back of the book is just, the plain cover from the encyclopedia. I used fabric to, hold everything together. I have an eyelet up here and a garment pin holding this sort of, I don't want to call it a tassel because it's not really. It's just some blue satin ribbon, and then I have some different charms things tied to it here. These are Tim Holtz. You've got just the globe there, and then the word wander. I'm going to try to get out of the sun so you can see that better. And then this is a teeny tiny little journal charm that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to open this up. I apologize for the glass mat, but you can actually open this up, and it's so stinking cute. Let me see if I can manage it here. I'm gonna try. Let's see. Oh, I'm wrapped around. Okay, there we go. So it's like a little journal in its own right. It's, it has paper inside. It's so cute. Look at that. It's adorable, right? So that is attached there. And let's see if I can get it wrapped back up. There's quite a bit of cord here. It's probably unnecessary amount, but that's okay. And then there's a little key charm attached to that cord. I'm so sorry. Let me just tuck that in there. If my hands would work. It's probably not going to happen today. And then I have a very old compass, an actual compass. I can't say exactly how old it is, but it is, it is fairly old. I want to say that it was maybe belonged to, or was part of like a, maybe even a military like kit or survival kit or something like that. It just has that feel of being, you know, something that would be a part of like a scouting kit or something. I don't know. I in my head, it makes sense. It's not coming out of my mouth right. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Let's get to this here. I'm gonna flip that out of the way and hopefully it won't keep banging on the glass. I used the same fabric as the, you know, the spine to just make a tie closure here, and it is held in with some Tim Holtz postcards on the front cover and then some other little pieces on the back cover that we'll see in a second. I used vintage atlas pages from my, you know, personal stash. They were from the, I think from the 50s, I believe. And I used some Tim Holtz washi tape to reinforce where I sewed them in. And it's also glued down, so that should be very secure. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So there are 5 signatures, and there are a total of 220 pages front and back. I created some tabs with that same fabric and then some pieces from Tim Holtz, and I just used my tiny attacher to attach those. And then I apologize, the one side of the, you know, the page, the atlas pages are right side up, and then the other are upside down. It's just the way it happened. I created some pockets out of some other vintage atlas pages that were a little bit newer, so that they did, you know, I was able to fold them without them cracking, basically. Inside, there are tickets that they are tickets that came this way from Hobby Lobby, and I just backed them with some very wrinkly masking paper and then sewed around. And then you've got some sari silk up at the top. And then behind the pocket, you've got like a smattering of new and old going on in this. So these are some vintage Denizen mailing labels. You've got, I think there's one of those in each signature. This is an actual photograph that I have in my stash. I think this one doesn't have a date, does it? Oh, 1950, it does. Long Island, maybe long something, Indian Lake, not sure, but anyway, I just included some pictures that were kind of like vacation type. I thought that kind of went well. And then this was an end paper. I think it was a, I want to say it was like a Hebrew Bible, maybe. Anyway, I liked, it just was kind of a nice map. So I just tucked that in there, and you could write on the back of that. You've got just some tea-dyed lined paper here. I also created some envelopes out of the atlas pages. My own vintage atlas pages. And then in each one is just a very grungy coffee stained index card. Those were from Dee Dee. Hi, Dee Dee. And then I just have those clipped on with one of these curly Q paper clips. And that's just some more tea-dyed paper. This is a piece of Tim Holtz paper from a paper pad. I think it's an 8x8. And, you know, you could, it just is a travel theme. So I added that. And now we finally, sorry, it took a while, are getting to Susan's gorgeous map pages. I printed them onto parchment paper because I just thought it made them look even more authentic. I absolutely love these images. I never thought that I would get so excited about old maps, but they are just gorgeous. So this is, you know, the map, and then this is what they look like, you know, the lined pages. This is from a paper pad. and it is tea dyed. This is another one of Susan's gorgeous maps. I mean, the detail and the color and everything, and I love the way it printed on the parchment. So you've got a map on the front side and then a lined map on the back of each one. This is also from that same scrapbook pad. I attached some of the Tim Holtz collage paper onto freezer paper and made pockets out of that. And then these tags are made from my vintage atlas pages. And then I just created like a little, I don't know what you want to call it, spirally notebook thingy. So you could write in there, you know, oops, and just have some more writing space. So that just tucks in the pocket. Another one of Susan's gorgeous maps. I'm just, yeah, so pretty. Yeah, I love it. And the feel and the sound of the parchment just, yeah, makes me happy. Some more lined page, some more tea-dyed paper. I think, pretty sure that came from Dee Dee. And then here's the middle of the signature. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? I left it very plain on purpose. I did stagger, if you see the pages are staggered because this book was so much taller than, you know, the pages were going to print out, right? So I just kind of staggered everything to give me the height I needed. And then here is another pocket that I made. And inside, do we have more than one thing in there? Do we? Nope, just one thing. This is an actual vintage bus ticket, I believe. So this is the real deal. And then this is the last page in the signature, and I created just corner pockets out of the same atlas pages. And then in here, this is real. This is authentic from 1996. This is Tim Holtz, backed with that masking paper. Again, Tim Holtz. And then this is like a souvenir photograph from the Wyandotte Caves in Indiana. I purchased a package of a bunch of different, they come like, let me see, do I still have them out? Nope, I put them away. Anyway, they were like souvenir photographs, but I loved it a lot, and it has writing space on the back. So I just tucked that in there. And then that is the first signature. And then same thing, just different pieces of ephemera. This is Tim Holtz with masking paper. Tim Holtz as well has masking paper. And then this is another authentic photograph. It looks like it might be, I want to say it might be St. Augustine in Florida, but I could be very wrong about that. But there are palm trees, so. And then this is an authentic piece. I think it is, oh, I want to say it's from, yeah, I'm going to get it wrong if I try to guess. Ukraine? It might be Ukrainian. Anyway, it's very thin, but very neat. I love it. So that is in there. Some more of the Tim Holtz paper. Gorgeous map from Susan. Some more lined on the back. I mean, even the lined pages are just gorgeous. It's from that scrapbook pad or paper pad. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? And then another same thing, same paper inside. Now this one has, I forgot to show you, I flipped it around so that you had the lined on this side, and then you had the whole page spread of a map. And this is my favorite, this lion. How cool is this? I think that this is just stunning artwork. Very cool. And then another envelope, same thing, just has a note card or a index card inside. This one has lines on both sides because my printer was acting up. I think I need a new one, which, you know, I don't want to have to buy it, but I think it's time. This is an authentic 1987 bus ticket, maybe, or, you know, train, whatever. But this is Tim Holtz. So you have a little bit of both, some new and some old. And then again, tag here in the pocket, and then tucked in, there is a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera. This is authentic ephemera. I'm not sure, I don't see a date, but oops. Sorry if you can hear Mila barking downstairs. Another Denison label. And then this is a postcard from 1913. And it is a picture of Hyde Park here in Cincinnati back in, you know, I mean, the early 1900s. It doesn't look like that anymore. It's still a very, very pretty place, but, you know, obviously, it's more than 100 years later. We have another tab here. Again, same thing, tag inside, Tim Holtz, Denison, and then this cool picture of these people vacationing. Looks like they're at a lake, maybe. And the tag here, the map. Tim Holtz paper, or just Susan's map. That wasn't proper grammar at all. Sorry about that. Lined paper. I love this too. I don't know. These are just so pretty. I was just like oohing and awing over it as it printed. And then here I had this little like plastic pocket envelope thing. And let's see if I can get these out on camera. Nothing ever works right when you're on camera. These are just little transport stubs, I guess. These are real. And I'm not sure how old they are, but I think they're old. And then, you know, the little pocket actually has like a map on it. I don't know if you can see that. It's so sunny today. Let's see if I can get it up here where you can see. There we go. Try to keep that from clunking on the glass. And then this is Tim Holtz here. And I just, again, backed. And I purposefully made it wrinkly. I don't know. I felt like this needed to be just kind of a... to look like it was already kind of used. Does that make sense? I just thought that kind of went with the theme. Another envelope. Look at that. How pretty. Oh, I just, yeah, the artwork that went into making these maps. Just gorgeous. Another little ticket booklet. And then in here you have, this is a piece of authentic vintage, you know, ephemera. This is Tim Holtz. And then this is funny. This is from a pack of like sports cards, but they sometimes have these cool vintage looking cards in them. And when I was in Florida last summer, I bought a couple packs because my son had said they were so cool, and there was this long distance train card in there, so I hope that that's showing up. So I added that because I just thought it was cool. So that's, even though it looks kind of old, it's not. It's brand new. All right, and then in this pocket, we just have a couple pieces of Tim Holtz ephemera. in there. All right, and then this is the third signature, I believe. No, we're on the fourth. All right, in here, this is real. It is from, I think it's from 1933, but I feel like that is way too old, but it could be. Tim Holtz, and then another postcard from Cincinnati. This is when there was an inclined railway in Mount Adams downtown, and yeah, this is 1911. And if you are interested in those postcards, I have them as a digital in my shop. I have a couple sets of antique postcards. Look at that. Everyone is just cooler than the one before it. Just, I don't know. They're just so fun. I love this too. This is, I mean, just scrapbook paper, but that I tea-dyed. But these are, yeah, that burgundy color. And yeah, it's just so pretty. And we have the center of the signature. I mean, there's just the amount of detail that went into, you know, creating a map. It blows me away. We just don't have that sort of craftsmanship anymore, right? Like, you just don't see things like that for real anymore. It's sort of sad, but yeah, very pretty. And then in this pocket, it looks like we just have a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera, little map there, another envelope, and then here's our tag, and back here we have another Denison label, and then this picture of this very pretty lady sitting in a field, maybe on vacation. I'm not sure if that means that it's 1926. I have no idea. I love the edges of this. I just thought it was kind of cool. So that's in there. And then the last signature. So here's our tag. And we have Tim Holtz and another picture of the lake. Not sure which lake. This one doesn't say. It might be the same as the other picture. Isn't it just gorgeous on the parchment paper? I just think it just added something even more. It would have been beautiful just on white paper, but I just think it added something else, you know, made it look even older. Another little ticket there, or booklet, and envelope, and then this. Look at that. I love it. I feel like my nephew Joseph would love this. Well, maybe. He was really into maps for a while. I'm not sure if he still is, but if you guys are watching, you'll have to let me know. He used to draw maps. He would sit down and like draw maps of his city and stuff. Like, it's just, yeah, he's fascinating. He always blows my mind with the things that he can come up with. All right, in here, this is Tim Holtz. And then in the back, we have, I just added another index card in there. This is the Denison label. This is Tim Holtz ephemera that I backed with, this is actually sewing pattern paper. I think it's French, but I just liked that it had the navy blue. I just thought that was kind of cool. It went with that. And then this is another one of those souvenir pictures from the Wyandotte Caves. And that's it, guys. And then the back, this is just holding down the the closure. So this is both Tim Holtz, and then I'm not sure where I got the suitcase piece from, but that's it. All right, I hope you guys liked it. I really enjoyed making it. It was a lot of fun. I think that it would be very cool for someone who, you know, likes to travel, or perfect for someone who maybe collects old maps and such. I think, you know, there's space to add some more to it. So it could be like a travel book, even though it's large. You know, I think it's still functional. Yeah. All right, guys. So this is currently listed in my Etsy shop. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the description box below. And I've also linked all of Susan's information. And I have all of the links to the entire design team. All of their YouTube channels are also in the description box. So there might be some newbies that, you know, like, no, not newbies. There might be some people on the design team that you are not subscribed to yet. So you can go and check them out if you'd like. And we are doing another hop on May 15th. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. It's gonna be fun, just like the last one. And I think that's all I have for today, guys. Oh, my older son is coming back to stay with us for a couple weeks, and I'm so excited. But we're gonna do some videos together. So yeah, he's gonna make some things, and he's super excited about it. And he has these grand plans, and I can't wait for him to try it out. And I can't wait to you know, see what he comes up with, and we will film that. We might even do a live while he's here together. So I'm super excited. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I'd love if you would subscribe. If you haven't, please check out my giveaway video. I will put it at the end of this video so that you can click on it when we're done here. All right, guys, have a fabulous day. I hope you are all healthy and safe and surviving this crazy time. And I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.